What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Media Goose channel. It is I, the Media Goose, your friend Ryan, and the goose is loose, baby. Ha! I am here today to talk to you about Friday Night Smackdown. And honestly, it didn't do a lot for me. I hate the amount of weekly TV matches that just get thrown out, DQ'd, non-finishes. You don't have to book a match if you don't want to have somebody lose. You don't have to. So, I'm already at the point of, do I keep reviewing SmackDown? Because it's the worst show by, a big margin, in my opinion. Um, It has been for a while. I don't find the stuff they're doing with the WWE title that interesting. I think, regardless of if I like the guys in a feud, I like Drew, I like Cody, I like Jacob. This, another main event match being schmozzed by Drew McIntyre costing Cody or Jacob. I'm like, it's basically the SmackDown version of the Vision getting involved. This does nothing for me. And at this point, I don't even know what's next. I don't know what they're doing at Elimination Chamber between the three. I don't know what they're going to be doing at WrestleMania, and I'm just not feeling overly interested or optimistic. So I'm going to get into the segment by segment breakdown of SmackDown, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought of SmackDown. Is SmackDown faltering more than Raw? Let me know what you think of that. I feel like it's been a thing for a few years now where SmackDown isn't as interesting. I feel like even when Cody has a good night, like he had a good few fiery promos, I don't know, I just don't find him that interesting. He's not. I don't even find him as interesting as CM Punk as the lead babyface on Raw. Like, they need something big for Cody. And right now, this just feels like they couldn't get anything else built up for Mania, so they're just continuing to spin the wheels with Drew, and I'm really not enjoying it. But anyway, SmackDown opened with Tiffy time. She looked like a blonde Bella here, like her outfit looked very Bella. Her personality and everything is very much a blonde Bella, which might be why she doesn't work for me at all. She talks about her dream rookie year, how most women would kill to have it, how the championship misses her, and how she's going to win the chamber. And then Nia and Lash's music hits, and I love Lash. Nia, she gets. I see both sides of it. Nia gets people who are really super aggressive and harsh on her, but then I do also see people like defending Nia and acting like she's never done anything wrong. I don't like Nia Jax. I'll just say it. She's had some good runs before, but as far as heel work, she's low-hanging fruit. She doesn't do anything that the most basic heel couldn't do. And then Rhea and Io come out because their tag match is going to open the night, and the match did nothing for me. She sucks. She was completely no-selling Io for the opening of that match. Learn how to sell a punch. Learn how to sell. You've been around for how long, and you can't sell a punch from Io, the most over person on the roster? I hate Nia, man. The amount of people she used to injure, and I can't say she does that anymore, but I don't find her good. I just don't enjoy her work at all. This match was fine. If not, no, it really wasn't even fine. It was kind of bad. I'll just be honest. They weren't working that well. Rhea was doing like lucha spots at the beginning that were cool, but like with two powerhouses, neither Nia nor Lash sell lucha. Like, Nia doesn't sell, period. So trying to do like Rana's and stuff, it just didn't fit. And then they throw out the match. Charles Robinson, the ref, throws out the match because they're fighting on the outside. It was terrible. There was no reason for this match to be thrown out. They did an awful job of making it feel like the energy was there. And then the 2 spots they did after the match ended were crap, in my opinion, too. I saw some people say the best stuff happened after the bell. The table was a lowrider. That was not a normal table. They put it too far back, so Nia and Io like fell through it, but didn't crash through it. And then Lash putting Rhea through the barricade. All right, sure, you had to protect Lash and Nia Jax, and you had to do they threw it away. It was crap. Pin Nia. You don't have to protect Nia. You can pin Nia. But yeah, so then we had a Kathy Cody backstage segment. Cody saying things like, oh, streamers are watching every word we say and everything we do is react. Shut up, Cody. Stop trying to, like, I don't know. Cody always feels like he's trying to, like, cut a promo that is cool with the internet people, and I don't know. Cody, he's a great in-ring worker. The base of his character stuff is good, but they've done him no favors since he beat Roman. They've done nothing to help him be a more fleshed out character. And I'm just really not enjoying the main event scene of SmackDown. Then we have a Melo Cruz Cardona backstage segment. That's kind of the U.S. title scene right now. The Miz walks up, and Melo says, anybody but you. Miz is another one. I don't need to see Miz anymore. Sorry. Maybe I'm an asshole, but why are we still working Melo and Miz when it could be Melo and Trick, who will be in a match together next week for Elimination Chamber qualifiers? SmackDown just feels like it kind of has no direction. It's just a bunch of characters bumping into each other in the back. I don't find any of the character dynamics to be overly interesting. Why are Cardona and Cruz together? They're just 2 mid-carders with nothing to do. That's why. Then we get an Aleister Black segment in the back. Looks like he might be calling out Randy. I like that. I almost mentioned in a video recently how I thought Randy and Aleister would be a good Mania match, so hopefully we go there. Then Melo gets a segment. He talks about how he's going to fight Ilya. Ilya comes out. Then the MFTs come out and attack them. Then Cardona, the mid-card comes out. Cardona, Cruz, and who else was in there? Shinsuke. And they do a 10-man tag. And I gotta be honest, while it wasn't the 4-star Melo match that we haven't gotten for back-to-back weeks now, this was a pretty good match. I actually enjoyed this 10-man. I was shocked to say so. It kind of felt like an episode of Vince SmackDown where like 10 people randomly end up in a tag. But this was fun. I enjoyed this. I still stand by the idea that Solo should get away from these guys and they should do something else because, yeah, I don't know. I think Tama could lead a group by himself. I think Tala he looks good when he gets in there. It's just they're all playing second fiddle to Solo for no reason. Get Solo out on his own so these guys can be something other than henchmen. I think the baby faces won. No, Tama Tonga pinned the U.S. champion Melo. So we're probably going to go to Melo Tama, which should be a good match. Then the Wyatt Six in the crowd to show they're still coming back for their titles. It's probably a Mania match we're building to. I love the Wyatts. Bray Wyatt's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Definitely top 2 or 3. This hasn't been it. I think Triple H he's kind of a bad booker. He does nothing with people and then I don't know. Everything with the Wyatts has been a half measure, in my opinion. They haven't committed to this in any real way. And this is kind of the way every storyline feels like it's told. There's not things building up to the moment stories start being told. They just appear. And like I said about Tozawa and Otis, there was no real build up. It was just like, you're here for a weekend, you're gone. And I don't know. Not feeling really positive about what we're getting on SmackDown. So then we get Alexa and Charlotte in the back. Whatever. Not really advancing much. Priest, Truth, Aldis, and Kit have a little backstage segment. I'm glad R-Truth stepped up as like the main person in this segment and not Priest, because R-Truth can actually cut a promo. And it was a fun segment. They made fun of Kit. I'm sure it's leading to like a goofy mid-card match. Then Alexa versus Zelina versus Julia in a Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Alexa's really over. She was getting chants all the way throughout the match. At one point, Wade cracked me up. He was like, "Oh, you know me, Joe, just stirring up trouble." Wade's funny as a commentator. I love him. Some good stuff, but Alexa ends up winning. It was a solid match. Julia and Zelina have chemistry from their U.S. title stuff. I miss heel Alexa Bliss, man. Y'all remember Little Miss Bliss? When she was a heel on Monday Night Raw before she got caught up in all the Bray Wyatt stuff. As much as I love Bray, there's a real part of me that wishes she never got tied up in that because she got stuck in it. She's not an interesting character now. Like, she used to be the best heel woman on the roster. Go watch her promos when she was the champion on Raw back in like 2018. She was one of the best promos in the business. And now I'm just like, I don't know. This her and Charlotte thing is more for Charlotte, not for Alexa. This is to get Charlotte over. Alexa is over. Charlotte needs Alexa because Charlotte was getting booed no matter what she did because the crowds don't like her. So it's sad because I feel like this is holding back Alexa. And I think Alexa is being used to elevate Charlotte when Charlotte's supposed to be the top talent. So what sense does that make? I hope they blow off at Mania and Alexa can go do something more interesting. Because as fine as this stuff has been, I don't know. It's not... To me, this is like when they put Riddle with Orton. Or like Daniel Bryan with Kane. I don't know. Hopefully there is something to be done here. I feel like all of this was to get babyface reactions for Charlotte. But once they split up, I don't think that will sustain. So what do? Do you just turn Charlotte heel again to attack Alexa? Do you have Alexa go back to her heel routes? I don't know. But I don't think they know either because this story is just kind of meandering through the weekly motions. Jordan and Tiffy backstage talking about how they wouldn't mind facing each other. Then Chelsea in a wheelchair. She calls her tacky time. That was pretty funny. I love Chelsea. She should be in a featured spot well before Tiffy time is. Sammy and Ray Phoenix backstage. Sammy apologizes for being a sad Sammy last week. Talks about how he helped motivate him. And as they're talking, you hear Trick's entrance in the background. Trick is crazy over. Part of me was like, are they piping that in? Because that's crazy loud. Like, they were piping in heel heat for Dom a few years ago. You heard it pretty clearly a few times. So I was like, damn, is that piped in? Like, anytime something is a chant, I get the, like, my ears perk of like, is that a real chant? Or is that being programmed into their song so it sounds like a chant? But I think he really is just that over. He's so good on the mic. He's so smooth. He's genuinely like Booker T and The Rock had a child. Like, if it were me, I've said plenty of times on this show, I'm a proponent of taking a chance and making new guys. I'd have Trick win the chamber. I'd have Trick pin Drew at Mania. That guy is one of the most over guys on the roster, and he's only been up for like 3 months. If you're already getting that kind of reaction, go there. Do it. I hate the lack of, I don't know, taking risks in wrestling. Putting the title on Drew a few weeks ago, that was like a real surprise because I didn't think they would go out of their comfort zone. But, what was I saying? Anything else? Yeah, but ultimately, Trick's the man. So I hope they do something with him quickly. I'd have a title on him, and Oba are world title ready, in my opinion. Then we get the Jordan Grace video package, Jade as well. And right before the bell rings, they bring out the Judgment Day, and I thought it was disrespectful of Jordan's title match and of Jade's first defense. In my mind, it was like, damn, like the whole beginning of the match, they were chanting for Dom. And then the Judgment Day doesn't even get involved in the finish. If you're going to put them ringside with a little date set up, why would you not at least get them involved to protect Jordan? Because all they were there doing was upstaging the match in the ring. It was dumb. It was a dumb booking decision. It was like putting the Chekhov's gun on the table and then not using it and just burying Jordan Grace. That was a bad look. And I'm sorry, I've been a proponent of Jade Cargill for a long time, and I think I'm done. Because has she improved even a modicum in the ring? Like an iota? At all better? I don't see it. And I'm somebody that fought the IWC protecting and like standing up for Jade, but I just don't think she cares about wrestling. She looks like a Greek goddess chiseled from stone, but does she look like she's been practicing her in-ring work? No. Jordan, somebody who can work a match, who can sell, and then when Jade gets her up, you can see how depressed and like dead inside Jordan is. She's not even selling it because Jade didn't sell anything through this whole match and then just went over. I can't believe I've gone this route because I used to really stand up for Jade, but I don't see somebody who wants to get better. I don't see somebody trying to be better. So that really upset me the way that happened. To me, it buried Jordan Grace, the way they had the Judgment Day out there acting like fools, Wade's talking about Nogés. This was crap. This felt another segment that kind of felt like a Vince McMahon segment. I hated this. They've done nothing to make the audience go the other way on Jade Cargill. Because when Jade left AEW, the talk was, this is somebody who can't wrestle, can't work, and they have to go to WWE because they put people like that over. They give them the time of day. And people assumed that Jade would get better and work at the Performance Center, and I just see no improvement. And I don't like saying this. I love Jade. She could be Storm in the MCU tomorrow. She could be a movie star tomorrow. I just don't know if it's wrestling because there was no, I don't see improvement. Jordan Grace is a better wrestler, a better promo, a better everything. And we're probably just going to get Tiffany and Jade at Mania. And if that's the case, that'll be my bathroom break match. So yeah, then we get a backstage segment with Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, Gargano, and Candice again, and nothing advances. Johnny just ignores Candice. Nothing really happens there. And then it's the main event. Cody versus Sammy versus Jacob. And it was fine. They did nothing to make this interesting, in my opinion. These guys work well because they're at the top of the card and they have to work well, but this is really uninspired. I've got to be honest, this is starting to feel like Vince McMahon booking, especially on SmackDown. I'm already at the place of, I don't know if I want to review this show every week. So, yeah. Cody qualified for the chamber. The least interesting thing that could have happened. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. So Cody's in the chamber, but Jacob's not. So are we getting Jacob versus Drew at the chamber so that he just beats Jacob and goes to Mania for a one-on-one match with Cody? I hate that. They should have had a triple threat match at Elimination Chamber. Sammy should be in the chamber. He has a better story at this point. SmackDown's kind of bad. Next week might be the first week I watch AEW Dynamite, and I'll do a review. And who knows, maybe I'll just start reviewing Raw and Dynamite going forward. So, let me know what you guys thought of Raw or of SmackDown. I thought it was a subpar show. I didn't think they did anything to really elevate anybody going into Mania season. Cody got the chamber match, and that's not interesting because he'll probably just win now. So the road to chamber just got less exciting. The WWE Championship means nothing. The tag titles, the women's tag titles mean nothing. The men's tag titles mean nothing. They're not letting Melo wrestle his one-on-one matches, which, like, we're giving the title real prestige. I don't know. I'm not feeling that good. And the bad thing is, quality always drops after WrestleMania. Always. So if it's bad now, what's it going to be a few months from now? Let me know. Am I being too harsh? Am I burying this more than it deserves to be buried? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I haven't plugged this yet, so please like the video, comment down below. Even if it's just, hey, I agree, SmackDown sucks. If it's why you think I should watch AEW, let me know. Let's start to engage a little bit. Let's create a community where we can all talk about wrestling. Thank you guys for watching. The Goose is out.